And you're live.
I am live. Let me know in the comments if I am live for my birthday stream. I will be your birthday boy for the evening.
You're a little off center right now since your compatriot's not here.
Yes, that's right. Emily will be showing up, and then we will rebalance the screen, or actually balance the screen since it's never been balanced for the stream. But yes, I am I'm a spry 47 years old today. Alas, I have caught up with my wife again. That happens every time. For a brief 3 months, I was a young mid-40s man married to a late 40s woman, and I didn't let her hear the end of that. But now I have caught up, and we are both in our late 40s again. So she'll be joining us. We'll be opening some fan mail. I will be opening some packs of magic cards for my birthday. We might find a way to send some of those to you guys. We'll be taking your silly and or goofy questions. I'm told that the Reddit thread is mostly full of stealth, detailed lore questions phrased goofily, which we are not going to answer on this stream. We are going to keep it lighthearted. You guys are very good at your detailed lore questions, but not today. Today is relaxing. And so we'll see if there are any that are particularly amusing to ask me. We also asked on TikTok, so Octavia might be around somewhere watching that. Yep, there you are in the background. And getting some questions to us. I suppose you can. You may be able to just send those to Kellen in an email or something, and she can add them to Adam's list or something like that. Does that sound good?
Or I can give you. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Familiar, you have it formatted.
So, so therefore, we'll be doing that. But yeah, happy Koloss head munching day to you all. You don't know that by complete coincidence, today is also the day where the Koloss like to get together and have some heads to munch. Just whatever beast they're eating, they'll have some brains today. That's what they enjoy doing. I'm not very excited by that prospect, but hey, it's a nice coincidence. So, do we have any questions for me?
We do have some questions.
Let's see what happens when I ask you guys to ask me goofy questions.
And I barely sound checked myself, so let me know if you can hear me in the chat well enough, you guys. Excuse me. The first one is from Ultimate Hammers. They say,
Hammers.
My birthday is also the same as yours, and you're my favorite author.
Well.
How are you enjoying your birthday?
I am enjoying it a decent amount. I mean, I worked all day, so hopefully I'll be able to enjoy the evening with my family. And hopefully I will enjoy spending some time with you guys and opening some packs of cards and things like that. I will probably take the evening off for my second writing session and get back into to writing tomorrow. So there's that. So, yeah, enjoyable times to be had by all, I suppose, eventually. I still have a big stacks of things to sign. We were going to sign as many as I could get done in, one session, but it turns out that we got a 2-month extension. That might be partially because we are pushing back the Kickstarter, but a 2-month extension means that I don't need to kill myself on my birthday to try to finish all of these before they have to ship them out. So instead, we're going to do this for an hour, and I'm just going to sign a decent number of them. Do you want to do the action shot, Adam, of all of these? It's going to be off center because it's meant for the magic cards, but yeah. Yeah, you've got an action shot up. Does it look better if I put some like this?
I would split the difference.
Yeah,
that'll work.
So this is what we're signing. Words of Radiance, leather bound. So, but I'm gonna move back here because this is where you have me centered and the camera and things. So maybe we'll do it like this, and then you can see. So yeah.
And you're off action shot right now, just so you know, but I'll go back periodically.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever you would like to do.
From the chat, David Gonzalez has a very interesting question.
Great.
They say, if Dragonsteel staff were Spren, who would you bond, and why is it Adam or Isaac? And I'm assuming I can just say Isaac on that one if we're the only two options.
If you're the two options, definitely Isaac.
Yes.
Definitely Isaac. Yeah. If all of Dragonsteel were Spren, then I think that that's a really, really goofy question, and I would have to default to my wife to make nobody uncomfortable.
Well, I think she's a pretty good answer, regardless.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Kuro Darkness from the chat says, what Christmas song would you pay to never hear again?
I like Christmas songs, so I'm gonna go with like the really weird ones. Like I could never hear "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." Like, you know, the second time I heard it back in the '90s, by then I think I was done with it, like the rest of the country. So a non-controversial thing like that, but if I never heard that one again, I think I would be fine with that. That's probably my answer. That's a good question. Nice, goofy, out of left field question. Thank you for that one.
Tim from your weekly update video says, the question that needs to be asked is if the Kholin family,
Yes.
Yasna, Dalinar, Navani, Renarin, Adolin, Shallan, and Kaladin, interesting, decide to play D&D, who is DM, and what are the others' classes?
I mean, Yasna's the DM, right? Like, Yasna is definitely the DM. Let's see. What are people's classes? What an excellent question. So, let's see. I think Shallan picks like some wizard class, right? Like probably sorcerer. No, she thinks she would want to be a wizard. She would play a wizard, right? I think Shallan's a wizard. I think what does Adolin pick? Now this is the question.
We're getting some F's in chat right now. Let's see.
Our chat went down.
It blipped for a minute.
Try refreshing if you can hear us.
It blipped for a minute, but then came back.
Yeah, everybody's saying just reset your stream and it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Sorry about that,
Yep.
Brandon.
So I think Adolin actually picks Rogue. Hear me out on this one. Adolin really likes all the different weapons that you can use. He's into all the different kind of swords. He's, of that crew, honestly the biggest nerd is Adolin. And Rogue lets him like do all the things, a little bit of everything. He gets to try them all out. You know, you can cast some spells by using the right, depending on your D&D edition, but you know, he can do scrolls and things like that. He's got, he can be a little sneaky. He can get into character. I think he's gonna pick Rogue. I think Renarin is pretty easy. He's gonna pick Paladin because he's always wanted to be that, right? He might even pick Barbarian, right? Because it's like, I'm going to live out the thing that I always kind of, Renarin doesn't really fit that, and he knows it, but in a fantasy case, he's gonna pick it. So that leaves us with Kaladin. Kaladin is boring and will pick soldier, warrior. Kaladin will be just like, well, I want to be the thing. And they'll be like, Kaladin, that's just kind of who you are. And he's like, yes, that's what I'm here to do, right? Is to be me. So let's see. Navani, let's make Navani Druid. And what, I think Druid fits Navani really well. And Dalinar's gonna go Monk, I think. So there's our adventuring class. No cleric. I don't think we get any clerics. Navani's probably the closest. Dalinar could be persuaded to be a cleric, but if we've got a druid, then we've got some healing magic. So, there we are.
Well, and the stream is really struggling today.
Really?
So,
is this our internet?
I mean, it shouldn't be. We supposedly have fiber and
Yes.
hard-lined ends. So
Fiber hard-lined in.
Should I pause mine or not? Do
it shouldn't be. No, because upload is the bigger issue, and we should be fine on that.
Yeah, so
Emily, we're ready for you whenever you're ready. Let me go split screen real quick.
stream is apparently struggling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
Emily, I'll need to
guys.
do a sound check on you when you sit down.
Hello, hello.
That should be good. Thank you.
It'll take me a minute to open things up, so if we kind of intersperse
Yeah.
questions and mail, then
Well, we've already done a bunch of questions.
okay.
So how
Should we
you
do
doing?
some mail?
Yeah.
Good.
You guys can also just chat about whatever
Yeah.
you want.
We can chat about whatever we want.
Yep. Yep.
What do we want to chat about?
Well, I do know a lot of people want to chat about Brandon's shirt. If you guys want to talk about that.
So I will say that I walked into my closet today, and this was hanging there for me to put on. I had never seen this before in my life. Now Emily does know that Gru is my spirit animal, right? I say that a lot, but Gru's very Brandon-esque, and I do have multiple children who are very Minion-esque.
True.
2 of the 3 are rather Minion-esque.
The other one used to be more Minion-esque, but he's kind of matured a little bit.
Yes. And so my minions might be coming on. And so I have actually been Gru for Halloween before.
Yes. And the boys were minions.
and
We
the
have
boys
we
were
have a
minions.
Kevin and what are the minions' names?
Bob
Kevin, a
and
Bob, and
Stuart.
a Stuart. Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin, Stuart, and Bob.
And so I don't know where this came from.
I ordered it on Amazon.
You did.
Yes, just for you.
Just for me.
Uh-huh.
So there we are. I have my Gru shirt.
Yes.
Maybe I need to be Gru for Halloween again for one of the streams in the future.
For a while, we joked that all of our employees were the minions, and
Yeah.
and you were Gru, and we were all minions, but
Doesn't work.
it doesn't work
Doesn't
so
work.
well because they're
They're
much
way-
more
yeah.
responsible and capable than the minions.
They're far too competent. So instead, but my children are very minion-like.
in a lot of ways.
What do we have here as the gift?
Okay, there's a gift. Dun, dun, dun.
Somebody has sent me. Oh, how very interesting. This looks like a pattern shirt.
Does. It says, let's say, this person has met you in person a few times throughout their life, and they're very grateful for the opportunity to meet one of the people they respect and idolize.
Well,
Oh,
do you have a first name for them?
Chad.
Chad. Chad, thank you for the t-shirt.
Very cool.
That is a very cool t-shirt. That you probably didn't send as a birthday gift, but it is one.
Birthday present. Yay.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, I've been told that I need to open this one.
I was hearing rumblings. They wouldn't tell me what it was, but that there was something important.
Open
We got
this
very
side.
excited when we opened this.
Okay. That does not look like magic cards. You should not be as excited as you are.
That's the only thing
This
that I
is
think
cooler
it's
than
excited
magic
about.
cards.
It's cooler than magic
Cooler
cards?
than magic cards?
Okay. What is it? Oh, looks like we have a Chasm Fiend plush.
It's a chasm
A
fiend.
handmade Chasm Fiend plush.
That's amazing.
That is pretty cool.
Pouch too, right by there. Yeah.
What's in this? What's in the Oh, there's its
the gem heart. The Chasm Fiend has a gem heart. Well, that is adorable.
Oh, there's a letter that goes with it.
A letter.
All kinds of cool stuff. To the Sanderson family. So this isn't a birthday present just for you. It's probably a good thing because your children are going to
Want to
Want
hug
this.
it. Yes.
Oh, this says Merry Christmas. It's already past Happy New Year as well. Let's see. So may we introduce Sephi, short for Cephandrius, your very own chasm friend. We had a blast making him and hope you all enjoy him as much as we do. Thank you for allowing us to world hop with you and sharing your passions so that we may do the same.
Ah.
From Lillian and Stephen Mackey and Elise Wright.
Well, Lillian, Stephen, and Elise. That's a pretty epic gift.
That's amazing. There's a PPS. Any tips for a beginner Magic the Gathering player?
Yeah, Magic the Gathering Arena, the digital.
There you go.
They have a tutorial in there. That's how my son learned. I haven't gone through the tutorial, but you can do the tutorial and play against an AI. And he has now defeated me. We have a sort of unofficial Brandon versus Joel thing going on, and he is up 3-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's beaten.
Yeah,
me right
he's
now.
beaten me 3 times out of the last 4 times that we've played. Like, legitimately beaten me. I haven't held myself back and stuff. And so suddenly my child is getting way too good. He got lucky. I point that out. At least one of those times he should have been defeated, but he was not. So there we are,
So
Seffi.
if I leave Seffi here, can you still see him on camera?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You can
All
see
right.
2 legs.
Then I will just give him a hug and put him back in his box. It's so cool.
Look, we've got looks like stickers as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do
the
have stickers.
all have the characters with that.
Oh, that's
Really
fun.
cute.
So
Here, I have a camera thing here
Okay.
that I can put them. So what we have is we've got Syl and Seffi. We have Adolin feeling like he's conquered Seffi. We have Dalinar with Seffi on his head. Kaladin looking annoyed that he has to get a picture taken with Seffi. Shallan poking Seffi with a stick. Wit reading a story, which, let's see if I can see what the story says. Wandersail. He's reading Wandersail.
Very
And we have Venli here showing, that probably is Eshonai because of the map thing. Yeah, that, and Venli has the different colorings. So Eshonai showing Seffi a map of the places that they are going to explore.
Those are super cool. We'll have to find a good place to put those.
Yes. You'll have to show our minion children that if they do decide to come be on the stream,
Yes.
the giant plush.
This looks like a birthday gift-ish.
Ooh,
Oh.
looks like it's from the same guy from before, and now we have a
Yeah.
water mug. Yeah.
That's
Somebody
really
knows
cool.
that I like my cool water mugs, so yeah.
That's really awesome. That's a cool pattern interpretation.
And we have people in the chat wondering, who is Emily?
Who am I? I am Brandon's biggest fan.
I think some of them might fight you for saying
I will
that.
fight them. I'll take them down. I'm Brandon's wife, Emily. I'm also the co-president of Dragonsteel and also the chief operations officer, aka the Queen.
Yes. That's still on our articles of incorporation, isn't it? Like when we formed the corporation, you could write down a title.
Yep,
And
you-
you wrote down Queen.
I did. In an LLC, you can choose your own titles. In a C corp, then you have to have specific things. But an LLC is a lot more lenient.
And are we still LLC? Are
we are.
ever- Yeah.
Yep,
so.
we're still an LLC.
So you are still officially
I'm still officially the queen.
Queen.
So,
Queen of Dragonsteel.
Yes. It's a very auspicious position.
So should I open a pack of magic cards, or should we do some
Oh, do you
questions?
have magic cards?
I have
open?
magic cards. I have the fancy ones.
Ooh.
So
That is your favorite present. So.
it is my favorite present. So this has.
Okay, while you're doing that,
Yeah.
I'll open these and make sure I know what to
So
read.
this is the Goofy set. This set has special shiny lands, and so in 1 out of 12 packages, they have a super special shiny land. So I'm kind of hoping to get one of those. This is not the best way to get those. I should go buy them. But it's more fun to open these things. Plus, I might sign a few of these to give it away to people who are asking questions. So, so we have a treasure token, which, because this is clown themed and carnival themed. Normally in Magic, you have treasure tokens that are gold and things. This looks like carnival prizes as your treasure token, which I think, oh, here is one that I have. This one is deceptively powerful. And so that one might end up actually even in the powered cube. The nameless goblin that you get to give a name to because this has stickers in it.
Ooh.
So there's a park map. That's actually a very good one too. That might go in the cube. So we need to save some of these to see if Dan can guess what they mean. It's a new recurring segment on Intentionally Blank.
If Dan can guess what they mean. Doesn't
What
Dan play Magic?
Yeah, but he's never played this one, so it's like, oh look, we got the Doge.
Doge.
We have Comet the Stellar Pup, the very goodest boy, who is a planeswalker in this. We have a Galaxy Foil Gobsmacked. We have Standard Procedure, which is also another cube-worthy card. We have Crafter of Clowns, and we have Devil K. Neville, legendary devil performer.
Devil K. Neville.
Yes. Here's the power of this card. When Devil K. Neville, I guess it is Devil K.
Devil Knievel.
Yeah, Devil Knievel. Enters the battlefield. Jump it over any number of creatures. If it clears those creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And you can see a jumping demonstration at devilknievel.com. So I think you have to do something where you have to be like, whoosh, or something like that to get it to actually jump.
Is there really anything at devilknievel.com?
Yeah, I remember looking it up when these things came out. They've got like you have to go, oh, it's like this. You have to go like that and get it to launch over. You can line up any number of cards, and if it gets over them, it gets bigger for each of the ones that it goes over. So
Wow.
It's a very special foily Devil Knievel too.
Yeah, and it has like a sparkly thing on it.
Yes, it's good. It's very
Got
sparkly.
a gem on it.
It's a very sparkly. And then we have our two foily lands, which is part of why we open these packs, is our foily lands.
Foily lands.
Special foily lands.
Do you have all your foily lands yet?
We did not get, so in this I only have one of the 10 of the super special. But they're all lands I have. I just don't have the super special foily ones. In this one, they all look like planets rather than, so.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The lands
So.
are actually some of my favorite cards.
Yes.
A lot of them are really pretty.
I think my favorite in this one is the Devil Knievel. It's like super foily in really cool ways, and it is an amusing idea. Jumps over any number of creatures. So there we are.
All right, I have a question for you
Okay.
from a loyal reader, Matthias Evans. Matthias? I've heard that name pronounced both ways. Sorry if I mispronounce it. They say, do you ever plan in the future to write outside of the Cosmere universe, like a standalone or a whole new series? And then he says, don't feel rushed to reply. I will be able to wait patiently for your reply if it is possible to get one in return.
So the answer is, I rarely plan to write outside the Cosmere, but cool ideas come to me that don't fit, and then I end up writing them. That's why, like, of the 4 secret projects, one of them is not in the Cosmere. And so I would say it's likely that I will at some point. I have no current plans to do anything else outside the Cosmere right now. But,
You never know.
you never know. Cytoverse, I'm continuing to support. And so if you like, something outside the Cosmere, probably the best work is the Cytoverse. So I would point you that direction, which starts with Skyward.
It's an awesome series.
Kellen, did anybody on any of these lists ask me Magic the Gathering questions?
Not.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh,
Nope.
there was a lot of people were asking what color a Hoyd card would be.
Hoyd would be all 5 colors.
Definitely.
Because he has legitimately aspects of all of them. People would assume probably blue-red for Hoyd. They would be correct that would probably be his main colors. But every time I've designed a Magic card myself, I've added I've always made it 5 color because he definitely after blue-red, his next aspect is probably black. And then, you see him often interacting with nature and things like that. He's got a nice little green aspect to him. And there's enough white in the way that he structures things. The organizations he's founded and things like that, that I think all 5 is legit. If you were going to drop one and do 4-color, you'd drop white probably from Hoyd. So there you are. That's a good question.
A lot of questions about a Cosmere secret lair as well.
A Cosmere secret lair. So I would like to do one. I think they're swamped over there with secret lairs to do and things like that. I know there's some interest on their part. I don't know if anyone from Wizards is watching. Hey, let's make it happen. But I also actually
Find the right time.
Here's the thing. I want to talk to you guys from Wizards who are watching. I got a proposal for you. Proposal for you. I give you so much free publicity. I want a giant Urza. Do you know how you guys do these giant cards that are like this big? And streamers all have them in the backgrounds. If you watch any of the streamers, you go watch Luis. He has like several of them back behind him, and you can see other people. They make ones that are like this big.
Wow.
Right? Well, they did this cool card in this one. Urza's kind of like their Gandalf. A much more flawed, much more accidentally destroying countries Gandalf. And he's a really cool character. And they just released a thing where you can make Urza Planeswalker out of 2 other cards. What I want is a giant one to have and put behind us
put in
on
the
the screen.
background?
I want a giant Urza Planeswalker. So,
A wizard who accidentally destroys countries.
yes.
A good,
yes, I
mascot
want a
for you.
giant Urza Planeswalker. If you send me a giant Urza Planeswalker, I will hang it in the back next to my Elden Ring sword, right? And we will have giant Urza back there. Think about, the great publicity that is. All you have to do is get me a giant Urza. If there's no one Wizards here, hashtag get Brandon a giant Urza Planeswalker card. You doofuses, please. Maybe leave out the doofuses.
Keep the please, though.
Keep the please. This is what we want. A giant Urza Planeswalker card.
That's what you want.
No. We all want as a birthday present to Brandon a giant Urza Planeswalker
How many
card.
magic cards this man has?
Do I have any that are this big?
No, because you don't have room for any that are that big.
Right there. Look, right above the sword.
Well, where do you put your uncut sheets as far as size?
My uncut sheets are not one card. I do have 2 of those hanging in my rooms, one of which Wizard sent to me. So
very
thank you.
specific ask. We can't change it.
Yes. This is a very important ask. It's one of my dreams is to get one of those giant cards that they have, and I think
It's
giant
his
wizard,
birthday wizard,
right? A giant Urza is like the perfect thing. It's a giant, powerful planeswalker.
That would be
It's
pretty
the
cool.
perfect thing. My other big dream. So no, this is cool. This is a cool thing that they do. Wizards does this cool thing where every year they make a really small print run, like 5 cards, for a team at Wizards of the Coast who did a really good job this year. And they are special, interesting cards. I can't imagine that anyone on one of those teams, they're called Heroes of the Realm, ever would want to get rid of them. But if they do, I would like to have one for my cube because I don't have one of those. I have a Splendid Genesis, which is Richard Garfield's birth announcement for his first child. I have pre-alpha play test cards. I've got all kinds of cool things. I would like a Heroes of the Realm card. So there's just like a standard a standing offer here. If there are people from Wizards who have one of these that are someday like, maybe I should do something with this, and you're thinking you may want to give it a good home, it would go in my cube. I would be willing to trade naming rights to a character in the Stormlight Archive for a Heroes of the Realm card, right?
That's pretty impressive.
We've had, the last Heroes of the Realm cards that went up for sale went for tens of thousands.
Wow.
And the last time we did an auction for naming rights, we got tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So, naming rights for a character, if there's ever anyone who wants to appear in the Stormlight Archive and has a Heroes of the Realm card, talk to me.
Don't know, theft.
Well,
going
no
on.
theft going on. The Heroes
You
of the Realm
have
card,
to actually own the card.
They have the name of the person, each one, that it was given to on it,
okay.
right?
That's cool.
They're really special. We're talking and so, these now much more realistic is that I can convince whoever's listening in Wizards publicity to be like, we should send him a giant Urza. He will hang it in the background. And so,
Their publicity people will like that.
Yeah, but they already get free publicity out of me, so maybe they're thinking, we don't need to see Brandon anything. Look how many cards he opens on stream already.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Then maybe they should give the giant Urza to me. And
Yeah.
I never.
You've
on
never
stream,
opened
so-
Magic cards on stream, have you?
I never
No.
have. I've played Magic 3 times in my entire life, and each time Brandon played his hand and mine, and I still lost.
This is why I think that the online sort of thing is a better way to learn. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to sit a giant Urza in a seat next to you and just have Urza there, and you're like having a conversation, and there's Urza, and he's like eyes are glowing, and he's like all cool because he's like destroying.
As long as he's not
yeah.
destroying our
Yeah.
house.
I think it would be cool. You could like find a way to like do it in game that you get Urza, and then you could go get the giant one and put him next to you in the seat, and it's like, all right, Urza's here to help me.
That would be pretty funny. All right, back to questions, you.
Okay, back to questions.
This one is from Padden Kane of California.
Padden Kane?
Yes. And they say, what writing book helped you the most? I know that advice is very different for different people.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring out where I stand, and all advice is welcome.
All advice is welcome. The three best that I read were Stephen King's On Writing. I don't agree with everything in that. In fact, there's a lot that didn't work for me. But King's passion for writing comes through, and it just makes you want to write. He's a little absolutist sometimes. They all kind of are. Scott Meredith's Writing to Sell was really good for being kind of a business side of writing sort of thing. And then the last one was actually Scott Card's Writing Science Fiction Fantasy, which he did as part of Source and Scott Card as part of like the Writer's Digest series and things like that. So I found all three of those useful. I have basically every writing book I've read, I've found something useful in. Like just seeing how other writers think about writing is a helpful way to just kind of think about your own process.
Well, and if this person is, they say, trying to figure out what their process is, then having lots of ideas to try is a good idea.
Yep.
Okay, here's another present.
Another present.
Emily, maybe while you're opening that, I saw someone in the chat, Valley Deborah, say, what is something Emily would want in giant form?
Yes.
In giant form.
In giant form. That's a wonderful question.
What would I want in giant form? See, I tend to like the little things better. I grew up playing with little miniatures, and I loved like little
They're the
animals and
What's the
dollhouse.
company that you had them when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I had what were called Sylvanians back
Yes.
then. Now they're calico critters, but they're little animals that are dressed like people, and they're about this big, and they have a house and everything for them. So when I was a little girl, that's what I had. If there was something giant,
You got a chasm fiend.
You did get a giant
Chasm Fiend is
Fiend.
pretty cool.
Chocolate.
No, giant
No.
chocolate would be.
That's the thing. Emily's
I
the
want
type
little
that would much rather have an expensive little piece of chocolate. She would like to have one bite and enjoy it, but not feel like that's all there looming over her. It almost becomes an obligation when you have a whole big thing of things.
It's true. Or you have to find people to share it with.
Yeah.
Which. What would I want in giant form? A giant water slide.
Giant robot that makes your kids go to bed on time. Or no better, gets them up.
Yeah.
A giant robot that goes into Joel's room,
that gets my kids up.
Holt picks him up off his bed, sets him upright, pats him on the head, and shoves him toward the shower. Yeah?
That would be really useful because now he's getting too big.
He's
I
too
can't-
big.
I
He's
can't do
taller
that.
than you are. You can't do that anymore.
That would be really helpful, actually. Giant robot, please.
Giant robot.
Specifically, programmed to get my kids out of bed.
Another T-shirt. What do we got on this one? I like to undulate.
What is that an inside joke from something?
I believe that is a quote from Pattern as well.
Oh.
So.
It's a kind of a pattern themed.
Murphy Napier also hates that word
She
with a
really
passion.
hates
Yeah.
that word.
And one of my favorite things
grosses
that
her out.
Daniel Green did to her was hire Sean Astin on Cameo to go on like a 3 or 4 minute speech about the word undulate. It's very humorous.
That sounds funny.
There's this I can relate this to Magic.
You can relate everything to magic.
There's a Magic card that's like one of the silly set that like you have to like.
That is from Murphy? Who's that? Is there
Oh, is that
a
from
note?
Murphy? Okay.
Is there a note or a
it's not.
letter?
Is that just there to make Murphy mad? I don't know who this person is though. Is this you said this is a streamer?
She's a YouTuber.
She's a YouTuber, a booktuber. Yeah.
A booktuber.
You've done interviews and
Oh,
stuff with her before.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just says bonfire on the.
That's the shirt. That's
That's
the
the
shirt.
shirt company.
So this is from Murphy.
So is there a note or anything?
No, just that.
Just this?
Just that maybe to drive her up the wall.
Well, Murphy.
No, the quote from Pattern is perambulate, not undulate.
Oh.
He likes to perambulate. Because he's talking about how he likes to have feet and
Right.
how perambulating is amusing to him. So undulate must just be an inside joke for them.
They want you to wear this shirt and drive Murphy up the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. You might have to put these on your. Oh, you've got pages on your calendar.
Oh, are these the, this looks like Wheel of Time
We
comic.
can also clear them as well.
Yeah. So,
Time Comics.
Clear the pages so we can use that.
yeah, we'll put it on the thing. These are the comics that came out a number of years ago. Not that easy to find. Here, pass me
Yeah.
a couple of them. I'll put them on the thing. You don't have to give them all to me. We'll just put them on here because then so what's the note with these?
I don't see a note.
It's great art, though.
Yeah, they did a very good job with these. I have actually read these before.
These are
These are from the
someone
Dable
in
brothers.
the Ricks family.
And there's not even notes, or maybe we lost the
Oh,
note.
here it is.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Brandon and team. Was packing up to move and found my Red Eagle New Spring comic books. I'd be happy to donate them to you if you're a collector and don't have them. Think of it as a thank you for being an amazing storyteller.
That's awesome. Yeah. We will put these on the thing
Mitch.
back there. They are not easy to come by these days, and they did a fantastic job with these. I know there were some legal things going on like with various things that made continuing difficult, but they did a very good job with these. So that's very nice.
The character design.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mitch. Let's see.
Give me some more questions.
Jack Roberts says, is there a prominent Cosmere character that would be fully colorless in Magic the Gathering?
A prominent Magic character that'd be fully colorless. This is an excellent question. You could make an argument for maybe some Spren being fully colorless, but I don't know about any prominent characters, right? Like, I think it's pretty obvious. Like even the major Spren are going to have like. It's kind of weird. So Magic does this thing where it's both thematic and elemental. For instance, Syl should probably be personality-wise like red-white. Maybe straight white with a bit of red. But you would think, wait, Syl should be blue because she's blue. They would add blue into her, for instance, usually because she flies around a lot. That's like a blue power, things like that. And so, yeah.
Vasher, colorless after awakening too much.
Vasher, colorless after awakening. Yeah, that's
Great comment, Rory. Thank you.
That's a good joke. So I can't think of any, like, in Magic, there's very rarely things that transcend color. You have the Eldrazi and a few things like that, Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, that transcend color. And I have to think about it. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that just transcends color, rather than being all the colors together.
Like
So,
Hoyd.
Like Hoyd.
There is a great question from TikTok that I think you will appreciate.
Oh,
and
great.
Emily as well.
Great question from TikTok.
This one is from Emily Could Be Fire. If there was a Muppet adaptation of a Cosmere book, who would the human actor be?
Who would the human actor be?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's an
That is a
excellent
good
question.
question.
I like that question a lot.
A Muppet adaptation of a Cosmere book.
Yes, a Muppet adaptation of a Cosmere book. Who would the human?
Well, you kind of have to know who the human character would be
Yes,
first
we have to pick the human character.
before you can choose a human actor.
So let's say we're adapting the Muppet version of Mistborn. and
Muppet
Mistborn. And I think it would be funny to make the human Dachshund, and all these wacky Mistborn going around and just trying to keep everybody straight. Like, imagine that Kelsier, instead of being, Kelsier is Gonzo, right?
I was going to say Kermit,
But yes, he's just like off doing his weird thing, right?
Does that mean Vin has to be Miss Piggy?
There's not
Miss
enough
Piggy usually plays, the
the
lead
female lead, so yeah. And so then at that point you're like, who do we cast?
Yeah.
As Dachshund, and it has to be somebody who's really good at acting exasperated by the wacky antics of everyone around them. I need more pens. This one is actually, I think, the wrong.
Where they are?
You know where they are?
So no, this one is fine, but I am going to run out soon, so I'm going to do this one.
Miss Piggy has to be ham.
Yeah, Miss Piggy kind of has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a good comment.
That is-
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there is that.
Yeah.
Though there are those male pigs, like the pigs in space.
That was our friend Priscilla Spencer.
Hey, hi, Priscilla.
Who then is this
no, that
actor
one
who's
was-
like good at acting annoyed?
Idris Elba.
Sorry, but
Idris Elba. Oh, that's a good choice.
Don't you think he'd be
Oh
a good-
yeah,
a good
Idris
doctor?
Elba having to be annoyed
At the Muppets?
He definitely has. I'm annoyed at the Muppets. Like
He has that
vibes.
potential.
He definitely, like, anytime he's in the MCU, hey, you get this vibe from Idris Elba that he's all like, I can't believe I'm wearing these contact lenses again. Right? He's a very good actor, and I love him in the Heimdall role. But you get these vibes of almost Sam the Eagle, sort of. You're all weirdos. So
That works.
the Count as the Lord Ruler.
So
Thank
who
you,
would Kermit
Hitch.
be?
I don't know.
Kermit has to be Kelsier.
No, Kermit could be like one of the guys in the past that like wrote the thing because you get in the voiceover. He's got such a
that's
distinctive voice. You could be,
Do
Harmony.
voiceover.
yeah, something like
Give me
that.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Kermit is Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an interesting package.
Mm-hmm.
It is merino tech, and it is a wool tube. Is it like a scarf kind of thing? Is it one of those, what do they call them, gaiters? A ski thing? It doesn't have
I
any
need one of
name
those
on
for
it.
my motorcycle, though.
It's Brandon's birthday, Adam.
Well,
Remember putting that in the box.
Well,
You don't remember
it
putting
has
that in
now
the
come.
box?
If you sent this to us and we lost your letter, let us know. Today is the day of where did this come from?
Where did this come from? It's cool. Everyday tech apparel.
it's a magic.
One of my favorite memes of all time that my kids love is the you guys have to look it up. It's done comically badly on purpose. Is Kermit as Palpatine?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's treason then. Kermit. My kids turn it on all the time, and man, Kermit as Palpatine is amazing, and yeah. Thank you. The pens have appeared for me.
Okay.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, that looks pretty.
Thinking it needs to go this way.
Ah, very nice.
we
Wow,
throw
so
that on the
pass that
screen?
over to me. Let's put that on the screen.
It says, "Dear Brandon and your amazing team, thank you so much for bringing such incredible stories and characters to life with your work. They are all so vibrant. I wish I had time to draw them all. As a thank you for sharing your art with the world, I wanted to share a little in return." And it's from Holly Cobb.
Holly
and she
Cobb.
says, "The Kelsier in my mind."
That's a really well done Kelsier. I like the explosion of stained glass in the background. It might be going like this because he might be falling.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah. Wow, Holly.
That's pretty amazing.
I appreciate that. That's a wonderful gift.
We'll have to find a good place to display that.
Yep. I'm going to open another pack of magic cards while Adam asks me another question.
Okay.
Happy birthday
And we have
to
an overhead
me.
cam on for you right now, just so you know. Melinda. Oh, this one is actually for Emily.
Oh, Emily, you're going to answer a question
Melinda, that Cosmere chick from TikTok, says, "What order of Knight Radiant are you?"
I took, back when we did the Knights Radiance quiz, I took it and I got Bondsmith, which was kind of interesting.
Emily is Bondsmith.
I'm a Bondsmith.
As am I from that same quiz. So, we got a food token.
Ooh.
Which is a giant ice cream thing. We got an impounding lot bot. When impounding lot bot enters the battlefield, you may say "incarcerate" in a robot voice. If you do, exile another target artifact enchantment until impound lot leaves the battlefield. It looks suspiciously close, but legally distinct from a certain IP's robots that say something similar but legally distinct from incarcerate. Right. We've got dissatisfied customer. We've got Crow Kid Amphibinaut? Amphibinaut. So for amphibian, it's a frog guest. And it's a person in a frog mech. A frog in a mech to come visit. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. This is called Bar Entry. And I'll show it to you, Emily. It's just a regular kill spell, but it kills anything that you line up next to it whose head goes above the bar because it's a carnival, and so you can't go on the ride. So you have to line the cards next to each other and see if the card's head goes above. It's got a picture of a giraffe not being able to go on the ride because the giraffe is too tall.
I just want to watch when you guys play this one.
Yeah. So we've got a trespasser. They've got these stickers in this one, and this one has 3 blank lines for a name called trespasser. And when it enters the battlefield, you put a name sticker on it, and then it gets powerful. So you could make this the gelatinous trespasser. There's a gelatinous one.
Gelatinous trespasser.
There's DK, Finder of the Lost, a zombie employee. Who works at apparently the customer service booth, or the Lost and Found booth.
At the carnival.
Yep. A kiddie coaster. Oh, here we go. We have the treacherous trapezist, which is a porcupine performer.
Say that 5 times.
Porcupine performer, yep. Whenever you cast an alliterative spell, you get to do something. And other alliterative creatures you control have flying. So,
are there many alliterative creatures?
I have no idea, but this one's a treacherous, and the next one is alliterative. It's a bamboozling beeble with protection from robots. We have Knife and Death, where you throw cards from outside the game onto the playing field, like this. And for each of those cards, it does 1 damage to each creature you don't control that it touches. So you're going to basically go and try to hit their creatures with Knife and Death. We have Tusk and Whiskers, a performance duo. We have an Enter the Dungeon, Claire de Lune, Balloon Sculptor. And we got one of the fancy, expensive ones.
Ooh.
We got one of the fancy, expensive ones. And we got a Plains. So our 1 out of 10... our 1 out of 12 chance, we got one of them. A Stomping Ground. So I have a Hollow Fountain and a Stomping Ground now for those who are keeping track.
Woohoo.
You're much less excited about this than you should be.
I'm much less excited than I should be.
Yes. We were not guaranteed any of these, and we got one. So.
If we want to do this.
Oh, we got another thing that I'm supposed to.
That's the thing I talked to you about.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what this is.
I don't know what this is.
I know what this is. This is...
Ooh.
Fresh off the press.
They just
arrived today. Man, these look gorgeous. We have Shadows of Self and the Alloy of Law, leather bounds.
Those look amazing.
So, Kellen wanted me to let everybody know that they are shipping out all of the numbered and signed and just signed ones of these that we before the weekends. It's not a guarantee you'll get it before Christmas, but it's pretty likely that many of you will get your signed and numbered and signed ones before Christmas. The unsigned ones will come out next year. Is that right?
Yeah, we're still waiting on Shadows of Self unsigned.
We're waiting
but
on
it
Shadows
should
of
be
Self, okay.
early
Can I look at it when
January,
you're
and
done?
then
Yeah, you can take one of those.
I haven't seen one yet.
And so we have the leather bound of these with our little cover gallery. I love these things.
Those are my favorite.
These are one of my favorites. The newspaper early 1900s newspaper drawing sketches of the characters that we commissioned for this. And there's my
These are
signature.
amazing.
And the alloy of law. So
Turned out amazing.
yeah. So are we giving this away?
And I do see a comment in the thread from Stacy wanting to know if we had a storefront to avoid shipping. You get free shipping on any orders over $50 on the store. So
leather-bounds
if you
are
order
in
these,
leather
you already
bounds
get
are
these for free.
Above $50.
Yes.
So there's free shipping on these. We will eventually have a storefront where you could come pick things up, but
Who knows when that will be?
Not yet.
not yet. So are we giving these away?
I don't think I'm equipped.
We're
to
not
do that
equipped
right
to
now.
that. We will give some of these away eventually.
We
We'll-
did give the 3 copies away on our Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It's still running.
It's still
Oh.
running.
Oh,
so
that's
go
how you
enter
get 'em.
the Instagram.
Instagram has 3 up for grabs. Octavia wanted to make sure we knew that. So
We're just not going to run a giveaway right now
Yeah.
in the chat.
but it will end tonight.
ends tonight. So go do that if you want to get on that.
I'll just put these over here and put them on my shelf.
Those are Emily's copies.
They are now. They are beautiful. Let's see. We have another.
More fan art.
More fan art.
Ooh. Pass that along. We'll put it right here.
Very cool.
Storm blessed.
That may have actually been better with Emily with the plastic that's on it.
Oh, okay.
So
We'll let
Does it
you
work
hold
better
that
this
up.
way?
it was just getting very reflective.
Very cool. And
And it's Dragonsteel Books, or what's on Instagram? Dragonsteel Books.
And if you didn't get your copy of Alloy of Law and Shadow of Self, we do have unsigned editions for sale. I will not be able to do another signed edition probably for a year or more. So if you want to get a copy of those gorgeous leather bounds, you can go put in an order, and they will come fairly soon whenever we get the last volume in.
so this amazing piece of art is by Kayla Rich. And they say, I made this print of Kaladin. It's an original Linnacut. I wanted you to have one. Thanks for all your hard work. It's pretty cool.
So that's an original.
Yeah.
And while Emily's looking at that, from the Reddit thread,
Yes.
Praying for Superpower says, in Stormlight there are several different kinds of dresses. I forget the names, but the Alethi one... They were hoping you would say the Hava.
Yeah.
And I would say, have a nice birthday. Boom, gotcha. That's what the whole...
It got a lot.
It got so many
upvotes.
upvotes, so...
That's pretty good.
You flubbed it, though. I was about to say Hava.
Oh, well, I was apparently not patient enough.
Right.
Because you said, and I was taking that as a,
Say the word.
yeah, you may continue. So my
It
bad.
sounded like you were trying hard to remember yourself what it
nope.
was.
Okay, have a do-over.
Okay. So in Stormlight... No, I'm not going to. Sorry, you guys, if I botched that for you. Loose There in Telescope says, do you have any favorite silly bits of lore you put in just for the kicks? For example, Silence casually mentioning that rat skulls glow on Threnody.
Boy, I do like that one. I don't know. I think my favorite goofy bits of lore. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about that one. That one's a little out of left field for me.
Okay.
because I don't know what is considered a goofy bit of lore and what isn't. You'd have to give me a list of what you consider goofy, and I would tell you what my favorite is. Because I don't actually consider that one that goofy. I'm just like, that's just a cool thing that, yeah. So, it is a good question, but I would have to think about it. I'd have to remember them all.
And Emily, did you have something right there? Or
Yes. So this is from your Buffalo, New York fans, Samantha and Wesley Didrikson.
Uh-huh.
And last year they told you about their little black cat named Vin.
Yes.
And so they wanted to let you know that Vin loves Magic the Gathering.
Ah, excellent, excellent. Everything comes back to Magic on this stream. And hashtag get Brandon a giant Urza Planeswalker. You fine and respectable individuals, please.
I like that.
Is that a good hashtag, Octavia? That
It's trending.
I'm sure that's going to trend. Yes.
So they have Vin, the little black cat. They also have a Steel Inquisitor, a gray cat named Eliza. Very fun. Be interesting to know how many people have pets named after your characters.
Yeah, I wonder if there's got to be more pets
More
than children.
pets than
Do you
children.
think?
I would think so, because a lot of the names are more.
Yeah.
You have fewer names that would work for children.
Why don't you give me another question while we're...
this is Reddit thread, right? From the Reddit thread, some anonymous says, is Scadrian death metal like holy church music given their major religions?
Yes, that's a good point. I think that heavy death metal would definitely be very religious in High Imperial. I want you to fan artists to get on that. Let's fan musicians. Let's get some High Imperial death metal going instead of chanting in church. So this is what we got.
Spicy Kai says, how shall we duel to the death? As a traitor to the true king of popcorn, Kettlecorn, you must know your despicable love of salty popcorn would have dire consequences. I'm honorable enough to let you choose your method of demise. So what shall it be, Sanderson?
I think we have to throw pieces of popcorn at each other from a distance, trying to choke each other. Right? You throw salty popcorn and I throw sweet popcorn. We with our mouths open until one of us chokes to death.
You would just pretend to choke to get out of having to have kettle corn.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing kettle corn.
Oh, you're
They're
throwing kettle corn.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably better if
Because otherwise we just dodge it. But if it's delicious, regular non-kettle corn, then I wouldn't be able to help myself as they threw it at me. So.
pretty cool. So, this is a letter from Stephen Tabor, who's a circuit judge, and he said that you've mentioned challenge coins that you'd been given.
Uh-huh.
And he enclosed a challenge coin from Sebastian County Veterans Treatment Court, which is the
sweet.
court over which he presides.
Let's put that on the
pretty
on
cool.
the overhead.
You might
Once
have
you
to pull
pop,
it.
yeah.
Let me pull it out.
I'm
Oh,
going
that's a
to
really
zoom
cool
in.
coin.
Yeah.
Camera up a little.
So he says that I've also enclosed dog tags, which we utilize to commemorate promotions within the program. I established the court in 2015 in part to honor my father, a World War II veteran, who was shot and wounded at Okinawa in 1945. Though he died last year just short of his 99th birthday, the court serves as a legacy of his service and functions as a tribute to the service of our participants.
That's awesome.
So it's helping veterans suffering from addiction, PTSD, or other mental health issues.
Well, that's a very, very
cool.
worthy cause. Man, really cool.
That's awesome. Keep up the good work, Stephen.
I think I need another pack of magic cards. That's what I think. I think that's what has to happen here.
so you can get as many as possible.
Well, I have this whole little box for my birthday.
Yeah, you do. And you got to hurry before the live stream's over.
Yep, I take my son practice driving these days. One of my jobs is to teach the son to drive. He's 15, and we somehow always make our way to the game store.
Somehow. They come back from every driving practice with more magic cards.
It's very random. Well, he has D&D books.
That's true.
And some magic cards. Oh, look, the treasure token for this one is an Employee of the Month badge. That's really clever. We got another Bamboozling Beeble. Jetpack Janitor. Hey, alliterative. I love this one. We have a disembowel.
A disembowel?
Disembowel. Disembowel. It loses destroy a creature and you lose 1 life for each vowel in its name.
That's awesome.
Yep. Command performance. We have a Juggletron, a clown robot juggler. We have a ballerina, which is a sheep performer. And when it lets you put name stickers on things, so you could have, a gelatinous ballerina. We have a pick a beeble. We have a merfolk performer. And we have an octo opus. An octo opus because,
Alliterative.
Yes. So you create a 4/4 blue octopus performer. We have a How Is This a Par 3? Which has miniature golf that looks really difficult.
And suddenly I'm interested in magic.
Yes. How is this a par 3? It even has an interrobang. We have Angelic Herald. Rather than a herald, it's an angelic herald. We had Oddly Uneven. We have Ignacio.
That's
And
cool.
we have 2 more of these fancy lands. So, there's we are.
Ooh, that's a pretty land.
Yeah. The pretty land or the pretty card?
The island.
The island is pretty. They're all space themed in this, which is so cool. All right, what do we got? Looks like some fan art
We have
over there.
some fan art. This is from Liliana,
Ah,
and she has one of Mizzy.
nice.
I don't know if that would
From
be
the
better on
Reckoners?
you. From the Reckoners.
Yeah, do you want to put it over here? Mizzy from the Reckoners.
And Vale.
And
And
Vale.
Liliana is 12.
12.
And
Liliana, thank you for the awesome fan art. You are a very talented artist for 12. That's amazing. And we have whispers in the background. Is there? Oh no.
No, come on.
So my minions have appeared.
I should have
Hello.
made them wear their minion shirts.
Hello, minions.
If they're both on your left side, Brandon, they'll both be in frame.
If they're both over here?
Yep.
Okay, come on over, Dal. So, why did you guys want to come on the stream?
Because you said we could.
You asked me if you could, so here you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do something entertaining. Oh, wait. No, don't do anything entertaining.
Are you guys excited to be out of school? You have one more day, don't you?
Yeah. I have one more day.
Yep. He's out of school. You have one more day. You get a lot of Fridays off, so they have to make them up somehow. So this is Dal and this is Ollie, and they have danced. Last time Dallin was on the stream, he was rolling across the floor pretending to be the Tarnished from Elden Ring. Dallin is the one that wanted to be.
The chainmail was really heavy.
Yeah, wanted to be a knight for Halloween, but I could not get him any fake stuff. So he had to have real chainmail, and
Honestly, I don't blame him.
yeah, and a real helmet
Really cool.
and a real sword.
No, the real sword wasn't for the costume. You bought
No.
us that before because
Yeah.
one time you promised that we could have a sword if you dedicated a book to us. So, and you already dedicated a book to us before. So I've been waiting.
So they
long
decided
time.
they needed a sword. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
And now we have a rule that they're not allowed to draw their swords unless a responsible adult is present.
but
Right, boys?
yes, that looks
Yeah.
pretty good in his gambeson and his chainmail, huh?
He does.
Where's the camera?
Camera's right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And my camera's right there.
So let's get out the thing so they can see what we
Okay,
got.
you got to see what our family got. They just said it wasn't just for Dad.
It's for the family. In my books, we have giant monsters called chasm fiends, you know.
Somebody made a chasm fiend.
Someone made us a
Yeah,
giant,
lots of legs.
stuffy chasm fiend.
Look at those legs.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of legs.
Tons of legs.
Yep. It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
It's Sephi.
Sephi.
That's
Yep.
the chasm fiend's name.
Yep.
Wow. Did you open magic cards?
I did.
What'd you get?
Do you want to
That's a
open?
weird cover.
Do you want to open a pack and see what we get?
Yeah.
Okay, you can each
Super
open a
weird
pack.
cover.
Let's have Dal open a pack. Ollie, you open a pack. You gotta be really careful with these because they're all shiny and foily and special. And then we can put them on the screen. And
The screen, I would put them right here. Since
yep,
that,
right there. There's a
that
camera
camera.
up above. All right. Can you get the packs open?
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Camera.
Weird camera for some weird people. Have you?
You're gonna be offended in the comments that you call them weird. Well, some people might
No,
think
no.
that's
I
amazing.
thought we were the weird people.
Oh, but,
Here,
but
let
some
me
people
show you
might
what
think
you can
that's
do.
amazing, and some people might think that's
You
dumb.
pull it like that. You can get it open.
I'm trying to do that. I just don't have long enough. Oh, I think I got it.
All right, Dal. What did you get? You got
Food.
food. What's on the other side? That one has double-sided. All the others won't be. And a squirrel.
Wow.
So let's put them down here. We got food and a squirrel.
Yeah, right there, Brandon. Perfect.
There's a squirrel. What did you get, Ollie? What's your
Whatever
first-
this says.
Decisions.
Something
Should I put mine down
acrobatics.
right next to it.
Atom wheel acrobatics. You can start putting some of yours on.
Okay.
What did you
I
get?
still don't know what that says. All of these names are confusing. Osaurus.
So this is eel electrocute.
I'm just putting mine on the right.
Mm-hmm. Bag check.
Pin collection.
Pin collection. Mm-hmm.
Done for the day.
Aerial flint. Oh, Emily will like that one. She likes elephants. This is an aerial flint.
This is the best one. It's trash bin.
Trash bin.
Brandon, if you slide the top row of cards up a half
Clown
card,
car.
it'll make it so you can put all of them in
Okay.
frame. There you
Okay, you got a clown car. Questionable cuisine. You guys do that a lot. Xeno squirrels.
Is it like a xenomorph squirrel?
Yes, it's like an alien squirrel. Proficient pyro dancer. Let's put it. You can put them on top of each other at that point. Oh, you got the. We'll talk
What
about
the?
this one. Oh, you got one with lots of weird. The most dangerous gamer.
We both
Both got that one. You just got the weird thing in this one. That's pretty fun. This is a human gamer. Is the type.
And these
Me.
are places. What
Yep.
are they called again? Lands?
Lands, yep.
Yeah, lands.
So.
Wow.
You've got the centaur of attraction. Attention. Sorry, centaur of attention. Yep.
That's
My
awesome.
children are often the centaur of attention. The space family Goblinson.
Okay, I'm just gonna start putting them down here
Mhm.
for this top line.
Why are there
You
so
got-
super weird magic packs?
The
This is
countdown
really weird.
is at 1. Mm-hmm. And Grand Marshal. Oh,
Oh,
and you
no.
got a cat.
These
Meow.
three. Wait.
Yep.
Should I just?
Put him right there. It's fine.
I'm just gonna put this right here.
Yep.
On the best one out of all of them.
The best one of all. Do you want the cat?
Cat.
Cat. The cat.
Oh,
Meow.
we've been
Be
opening
careful
all
with
of
that.
these.
That it's all foily and
Has a
shiny.
blue-
Why do you always
So-
open every single gift?
Because Dad has to keep signing.
There's a
pieces.
famous card called Mindslaver that gets to take over someone else's turn. This one is called the Kindslaver. And it lets someone outside the game take over the turn. And you really should pick someone who doesn't know anything about magic. So your opponent gets controlled by someone who has no idea what they're doing for a turn.
I think you guys need to play this on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We have the real packs. These ones don't have like the stickers and stuff, but
Right.
yeah, you can come up and see. Last time we played this
So
one,
if you picked me, since I don't know anything about the game,
yes, you would just it would be very funny. Last time we played, there's a card that let Joel take the power cord for his phone, and turn it into a creature and give it a name and attack people with it. So
yeah, there's you told me about the cards
Yep.
that make things turn into a creature.
what are you doing? Why
probably
are you
my
staring
favorite
at me?
Cat.
Cat.
This is cat.
Okay, go ask Mem
Mhm.
if this is the code.
Okay.
Go ask Mem if she knows how to open this.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we've got
Oh, it's sealed because it got cracked open without needing the code.
Oh, okay.
If you... Here.
I getcha. Okay, well, first I will tell you about, there's 2 CDs in here.
Oh, I was gonna...
That is,
I'll
how
have
do
you tell him just a
How
second.
do you not know your own symbols?
Yeah, well, I don't know what the code is, so I don't know how to open it. Plus, Isaac designed all those symbols. I don't remember them. I remember some of them.
All
I
right,
know symbols on the periodic table, but not symbols in your books.
Dal, you're going to like the name of this band. This
Is it
this
Rat?
guy named Brett says, "Hey Brandon, thank you so much for introducing me and many others to the Cosmere. I'm not sure what music you like, but you may enjoy this band from Australia who have crafted their own universe called the Gizverse. And the name of the band is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard."
Gizzard?
Ah, the Lizard Wizard.
So thank you, Brett. We'll have to listen.
That's
to,
a cool gift.
to these and see.
What genre does it look like?
I don't know.
And Adam, did I get the? We are basically out of time. Are we over time? So I think we're gonna do this thing that Mem has
Yes.
as our last thing.
That sounds like a great idea. Okay,
We'll
Mem.
stay here.
All right. This is actually the letters.
Stay here only.
What's that?
Right when I get home, I'm gonna go look at the comments in this thing.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, so first of all, make sure people know what this is. It's a Mistborn cryptex. And
Secret code was never opened.
this,
Stickers.
yeah, no secret code was opened. Did you figure this out, ma'am?
Yep. I put pressure on it and then I spun the thing until it opened.
All
So
right,
we
let's
didn't
see.
get the key. Mem figured it
thought it
out
was a
on
little
her
fidget.
own,
Oh.
I thought it was like a fidget.
and then
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a...
we can now solve the Da Vinci Code. Wasn't there one of these in the Da Vinci Code?
Yep.
We can now find the secret.
Oh.
APPLE. I remember.
Yes, it was Apple. That was definitely part of it, wasn't it?
I know.
So this is the
monkish,
code?
Monklish.
Yes.
Monklish.
Is that the code?
So that's probably a message.
A message.
A message once you have the code.
So once we have the code, then we have to.
And we will decipher the
Decode.
message.
Literally spelled out. It says, "Be sure to drink your Ovaltine."
Oh, does it say be sure to drink your Ovaltine? Oh, that's perfect. Somebody knows their cryptography memes. I assume if you're
that's
making
awesome.
making one of these, you know your cryptography memes. So
That's clever.
anyway, thank you guys all for the birthday wishes. Hope you all have a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. I will be back in January with another live stream, but I'm not sure which date that's on.
January 6th.
6th. Do we have a special guest for that?
Matt Hatch.
Matt Hatch, that's right. Matt Hatch and I will be discussing Wheel of Time secrets. Is that the one where he and I are going to talk about the last remaining big secret that I have from the Wheel of Time? This is a very big one, so if you're a Wheel of Time fan, you might enjoy it. Even if you're not, you'll enjoy us talking about the process.
Especially because Matt gets completely
Yes, he nerds out about
he
this.
nerds out about
Back
and, yeah.
before I finished the final book, I sat Matt Hatch down and at a restaurant, and Taylor actually was there, who is now our employee also. And I said, Matt, I've got to tell you this thing because fans aren't going to believe me in 10 years when I tell them. They're going to think that I came up with it after the fact because it's so interesting. They'll be like, oh, you didn't plan that. So I said, I am telling you right now so that you can back me up in 10 years when I tell you tell them this really cool thing. So he's had it for 10 years, ready, has kept the secret, and now we're going to talk about it.
And one last thing before we go, if you want to give an update about State of the Sanderson.
State of the Sanderson, sometime this week.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
thinking Thursday, but
Maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe probably Thursday. That's our goal. We just have to get our ducks in a row, and basically, I have to get through and finish going over the proofreads and things like that. Was there another announcement I needed to make for you, Kellen?
February box is done and passed.
Oh, yeah. So this is cool. So for those who did the Kickstarter, Year of Sanderson, we have packed completely the February box.
2 weeks. We
In
did the
2
whole
weeks,
thing.
the team did it. Congratulations to the team. They got the whole February box ready. The February box is going to be Hoyd themed instead of Side-to-Verse themed because they figured starting with a Cosmere made more sense. So they swapped those two. The Hoyd box is ready and going out to you. They will start shipping those February 1st. Even though they're ready, they now have to turn all of their attention to shipping the January box as soon as those start to come in, which is the book, Secret Project 1. And so those will start going out February 1st. You should have yours. They're all going FedEx, so they should be much faster.
FedEx or priority.
Or priority. Okay. FedEx or priority. So you should be getting yours by the 3rd week of February at the latest. Probably you'll start seeing them show up to people end of the 1st week of February. So awesome. We will see you all after the holidays. Thank you so much for coming by and keeping me company while I sign bunches of things and beg Wizards of the Coast to send me giant cards.